In part 1, we built a base in the snow. We met the clan next door.
Yeah, we're friendly, okay, man?
We were hit with Molotovs in the night and door camped in the morning. Finally, we woke up to an offline raid. And now, here we are, a fresh new start. But by this time in the wipe, I was exhausted, but I was determined. Sometimes, a fresh start is all you need for a whole new experience. And so I gazed at this new world, and after taking it in, I dug my feet into the ground, and I made my way. I looted as much as I could while I roamed, because when I do find a spot, it'll be nice just to have a little something to start me off. Over this hill, the sun spoke to me, pulling me in to the islands, and so I followed. Sheesh, man. As I was crossing from island to island, I stopped and admired this one. I had a feeling this was gonna be my home, away from the chaos, separated by water. So I swam over in hopes that I was right. After discovering that the island was empty, I laid down a box and stored away my loot. That way, I didn't have much on me while I was building. And with my tools in hand, I began setting up my structure. I wasn't too worried about how I placed items in my base because I knew later I would reorganize, but my main priority was farming. And then, suddenly, night fell, and so I waited in the darkness, watching the only light I could see, the stars. And I reflected back at my wipe so far. I tried to wrap my head around the mindset of a clan. Wipe after wipe after wipe. The only goal, domination? Destroying everything in your path. That doesn't sound fun to me. As a solo, maybe this is something I will never understand, and I'm fine with that. Now that I had the starter and the core of the base complete, it was time to build out the boat base, and luckily, I had enough resources to do that. Okay, there was a boat over here. I'm gonna grab it. Base is coming together slowly, but a boat that would help out a ton. At least I could start getting some BPs down. It's been pretty rough, guys, so it's nice to finally be able to make some progression. As a solo, no matter where you go, obstacles will follow you. And while I was out looting at mining outpost, trouble swooped in. And so I tossed the satchel, because I'd rather that than them have it. But we know how unreliable satchels are. And to my luck, this happened. With no luck on land, I grabbed my boat and I set out to farm the ocean, a slightly safer option. Bullets rained overhead during my second attempt at farming inland, but this time, I navigated my way through. Ooh, a horse. Hello, buddy. Hello, hello, hello. While farming, I stumbled upon this chainsaw, and here on this island, being surrounded by water, I felt comfortable using it. When I'm looting gas station or supermarket, I never find a green card, but this time it wasn't looted and I found one. That sky looks crazy. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the boat. I'm gonna ride all the way down to here, do a bunch of farming, and bring it back. I'm trying to quicken the process here. When I choose a base location, I don't base it off of nodes purely. I base it off of a feeling, because I know that in any circumstance, I could easily just take a boat and ride over like I am right now to a place that has many nodes, farm there, and bring back the loot. Sometimes the visuals in this game are jaw-dropping. In this moment, I was carried away by the sunset, and my boat continued traveling deeper and deeper into the winter. But when I realized what was happening, I stopped the boat, turned off the engine, and let my eyes rest on the disappearing sky. And once it was gone, I turned the engine back on and I rode over to a warmer area. The night felt long, so I laid down in my boat and I counted the many stars in the sky. I wondered where this journey would take me next. I was safe on this island, and most likely things would work out if the rest gods were on my side. But moving forward, I contemplated on what was in store. Ideas rushed into my brain like a stormy night. But this night was still, and so I took a deep breath, made a fresh cup of coffee, took a nice warm sip, and I relaxed. Because the future is in the future for a reason, and so it was best that I live in the now. But if you're hearing this, just know that I have big goals for this channel. And if you're here with me now, then you're an early adopter, and the only reason this channel exists at all. So I thank you for being a part of this journey. Out here, I was making a lot of progress on farming. I had more stone and metal than I could have imagined. But as I was going to collect these last few nodes, I noticed a group of players across the water, and they were heading over to my side. Oh no, I gotta get out of here. So I quickly gathered all of the important items that I had, and I rushed over to my getaway boat. Alright, nice. I just got a ton of stone, so that's really good. I'm gonna go ahead and honeycomb the outside, build out the second floor, and yeah, let's play around with this design a bit. It's all new stuff here. We'll learn as we go. After finishing up some reorganization and some adjustments, I went ahead and used the metal I had collected to upgrade the core of the base. The way this base is laid out is a little different, as a solo, suicide bunkers are a must. So this new base design focuses on that strictly. But the key with multiple suicide bunkers is to not have them near each other, because splash damage from rockets could take out multiple parts of both cores at the same time. For this particular design, the two square bunkers are on opposite sides of the base. One has the TC along with some loot, and the other is strictly loot. On my way back from a mining outpost run, I found someone's body along with their weapon. And nearby, I found a base that was freshly raided. After collecting the items that were left behind, I found more bodies outside. This raid happened very, very recently. Alright, I'm going underground. It's a short trip right here, but I might be able to take a longer route. I'll see how the map looks underground. It seems to be a pattern for me. My first run underground always gets countered. Now, I should have known because excavator was on, but I figured that I could slip by without anyone seeing me, but that was not the case. I farmed some trees and filled up my furnaces, just allowing some time to pass before attempt number 2 to go underground. And so I geared up and I made my way over. Step 1 of 3 was successful. I made it to the elevator without getting killed. Step 2 is to not die to a herd of scientists. But first, take a deep breath and get ready. See you guys in part 3. Oh yeah, I forgot about step 3. Don't get countered. You've been watching an Orange Dream production.